Good morning. Dr. Jimmy Harper and fellow classmates of Ministry 6420, Personal and Professional Development Doctoral Ministry Program here at South College. My name is Vu Lee. Today is July 25th, 2026. Today I'll be presenting the topic on core beliefs and tenets of Buddhism. I will explain the central beliefs and practices of Buddhism from the perspective of a Buddhist military chaplain. Buddhism is one of the world's oldest religions with over 500 million followers. Unlike many religions, Buddhism focuses less on worshiping a creator God and more on understanding suffering, developing wisdom, and cultivating compassion. Military chaplains provide spiritual care while respecting people of all faiths, making an understanding of Buddhist beliefs valuable within diverse military environments. Buddhism began during the 5th century before Christ in what is now Nepal in northeastern India. Siddhartha Gautama was a prince born into a wealthy royal family. His father, the king, tried to protect him from experiencing suffering by keeping him within the palace walls. However, as a young man, Siddhartha encountered what Buddhism calls the four sights. First, an old man. Second, a sick person. Third, a dead body. Fourth, a wandering holy man. These experiences led him to realize that suffering affects everyone, regardless of wealth or social status. Determined to discover the cause of suffering and how it could be overcome, Siddhartha left his family and royal life to become a spiritual seeker. One of Buddhism's distinctive beliefs is that it does not center on belief in a creator God. Instead, Buddhism teaches universal truths called the Dharma, which is the Buddha's teachings. Buddhists seek wisdom through practice rather than divine intervention. This perspective encourages personal responsibility for one's actions and spiritual growth. Buddhists believe suffering is part of life but is not permanent. Every person has the potential to awaken and achieve enlightenment. Like a lotus flower growing from muddy waters, individuals can rise above life's difficulties through spiritual practice. The Four Noble Truths are the foundation of Buddhism. They diagnose the human condition and prescribe a solution. Suffering results largely from craving and attachment. Freedom comes through changing how we think, act, and live. The Eightfold Path provides practical guidance for daily life. Rather than strict commandments, these are habits that cultivate ethical behavior, mental discipline, and wisdom. Together, they help Buddhists develop peaceful and compassionate lives. Unlike Christianity, Buddhism has no universal creed. Instead, Buddhists take formally refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. These three refuges express commitment to the Buddhist path and community. The five precepts are ethical commitments rather than divine commandments. They encourage respect for life, honesty, responsibility, and mindfulness. Buddhists follow these principles because they reduce suffering for oneself and others. Meditation is perhaps the best known Buddhist practice. Buddhists also chant scriptures, practice generosity, celebrate Vesak, the Buddha's birth, enlightenment, and passing, and also participate in community worship at Buddhist temples. The Tripitaka contains the earliest teachings of the Buddha. Many Buddhists also study the Dhammapada because of its practical daily wisdom. Different Buddhist traditions also use additional scriptures while sharing the Buddha's essential teachings. Leadership varies among Buddhist traditions, but usually includes ordained monks and nuns, supported by lay practitioners. Buddhist military chaplains serve service members by providing spiritual care, religious services, ethical guidance, counseling, commanders, advisor, and religious ministry support, while respecting religious diversity, and most importantly, the freedom of religion in the U.S. military. Buddhism is now a global religion. Although traditions differ in rituals and philosophy, they share the Buddha's central teachings concerning wisdom, compassion, and liberation from suffering. The following here are pictures, collages of past, present Buddhist chaplains in the U.S. military. I would like to thank Dr. Jimmy Harper and fellow classmates of Course Ministry 6420, Personal and Professional Development Program Doctoral Ministry here at South College. My name is Vu Lee, and today is July 25th, 2026. Thank you for observing and being present today. May you have a blessed day.